Yo, what's up? We talking about the dark truth about record labels. There's multiple dark truths about record labels today. I can't really talk about just one thing, right? There's a couple things that's dark about the music industry today. My name is Jadis Creek. For those of y'all who don't know who I am, I'm a hip hop artist myself, and I've been studying the music industry for quite some years now, studying artists, studying execs, watching a lot of YouTube videos, interviews, and putting it all together, right? But the first dark truth about the music industry today is you might have to do something strange for a piece of change. Why is it like that? I don't know, but you might have to do something strange for a piece of change, especially if you're trying to be a superstar or a megastar. There will be some things required of you that may test your faith. There will be some things required of you that will test your integrity, your morals. And this is why some people say that a lot of superstars, they sell their soul to make it to the top. It's kind of like a hazing process in college when you want to join a fraternity or a sorority, and they make you do certain things to see how you're going to react. They make you do certain things to prove that you're a part of the brotherhood. You know what I mean? Stupid shit like that. That's what they do in the music industry, but it's at a higher level because you're dealing with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So that's one dark truth about the music industry is you might have to do something strange for a piece of change if you really want to be a superstar. If you really want it and you really want to be like that top dude or that top female artist, you might encounter an executive who could put you in a powerful position, but before they give you that powerful position, they're gonna require you to do certain things. I don't know about you, but when it comes to me, certain shit I ain't doing for no money. I don't give a fuck how much money is on the line. Certain things that go against my integrity, things that go against my morals, things that involve in blood sacrifices and stuff like that, I ain't doing those things. You could offer me $1 billion. I don't give a fuck. Certain things I'm just not doing because there's other ways to make it. And in saying that, that's really why I'm making this video. This is why this is important, is that you understand as an artist that there's other ways to make it, not just taking the mainstream path. Not just taking that mainstream path. So that's the first dark truth about record labels. The second dark truth about record labels is that their whole agenda, everything they're about, is about getting only their top artists the shine. They're not about helping independent artists win. These major record labels, they're not about helping the underground artists win. They're not about really helping the up and coming artists win. That's not what they're about. That's not what they're in the business of doing. They're in the business of enticing everybody else by showing how successful, how rich, how flashy their signed artists are. Because you got to understand, right? It's like an exclusive brotherhood group. And if I'm an exec, this is how it works. If I'm an exec and I have an artist signed to me that's a dope artist, and I invested a lot of money into this artist, the number one thing I want to do is to be able to earn profit off of this artist, right? I think we could all agree with that. It's a business. So when they invest into an artist, they want to earn profit from this artist that's signed to their label. So that's why you see that only people who are signed are on the radio. That's why, because it's about money. They're going to give the most promo, the best promo to their artists who are signed on their radio, on their label. That's what these labels do. And if you are artist on a label and you ain't really moving that much records for them, guess what? They're gonna stop putting as much focus into you. They're gonna stop promoting you as much as the other artist who's bringing in the big money. That's how this shit works. So even after getting signed, it's not like you automatically gonna be rich and you automatically gonna be financially free and you automatically gonna be in the green and making all this profit. Just because you signed, that does not mean that. Not every signed artist is touching the big money. And that's a dark truth. That's a hard pill, I know, for a lot of artists to sign, like to understand. Sorry. That's a hard pill for a lot of artists, underground artists, to swallow, is the fact that just because an artist is signed doesn't mean they're touching all the money. And the reason why is because with a label's job, what they're going to do is they're going to focus on the artist who's bringing them majority of the money. Drop a comment below if you understand what I'm talking about and if this makes sense. Like my video if this makes sense. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. And also make sure to share this video with 5 people you know who need this information. 5 people you know. Share this video with 5 people you know who need this information. The reason is because YouTube is not naturally putting my videos out there to be seen by the masses. They're not doing that for whatever reason. So I have to come to you, the people out there, the artists out there who come to my videos, any subscribers coming to my videos. I'm asking you to help me to get my videos out there if you feel that I am sharing value. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to be a dodo bird or you want to be a fucking ignoramus and just sign a contract for the sake of being signed to a record label without looking at your contract, without understanding your contract, without understanding the terms, that's on you. You could do that if you want to do that. If you want to blindly just sign a contract all because you so focused on becoming famous, you could do that. But just like anything else in life, once you experience fame and you're famous for a while, I'm pretty sure it gets old. I'm pretty sure you get tired of that shit as an artist. I'm pretty sure at some point it becomes like almost like a gift and a curse at the same time, because yeah, you famous, but you can't even walk up the street to go to a deli to get yourself a sandwich if you are on that superstar level. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another dark truth, is that even famous people, they get tired of it sometimes. I saw a video the other day with Justin Bieber. He was trying to get up to his apartment, and in front of the entrance of his apartment was all of these people all up in his fucking face, trying to get an autograph, trying to talk to him, trying to get a picture. And he's like, yo, guys, like, yo, this is Justin Bieber. He's like, yo, guys, like, I just want to get to my house. I just want to get to my apartment, you know, so I can relax. Like, not today, not right now. Because fame gets tiring after a while. And if you're an independent artist, I want you to know that the ball is in your court. You have power. You literally are in a position to control the way you market yourself. You're in a position to control the amount of fans you get each day. You're in a position to create when you want to create, drop music when you want to drop music. You have more control over your own career as opposed to a mainstream artist. But for some reason, a lot of independent artists out there, they out here praising the famous artists. They out here praising the mainstream artists. They out here praising the artists because they hear them on the radio or they see. But when we really think about it, does that help you in your career? No. Nah. Be real about it. Does praising and holding these famous artists on a pedestal, does that help you in your career as an independent artist? I'm gonna be real. 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna help you, because they don't give a fuck about your success as an independent artist. They're in the business of keeping exclusive marketing rights for them. That's what the labels and mainstream artists are there for. They're not in the business of extending a hand and helping you as as an independent artist get mainstream publicity and mainstream promotion and mainstream notoriety. That's not what they in the business of doing. They in the business of doing the opposite. They have to make what they're doing seem larger than life. And the only way they could do that is by making everything they do seem exclusive, like you can't get a part of it at all. To some degree, that's true because you have gatekeepers, you have people out there, you have executives, you have CEOs, you have record company owners whose their sole job is to promote their signed artists to the highest level. Fuck the independent artists. They on some shit like fuck the underground artists. Because if the underground artist, if the independent artist gets as much shine as them, then it gets to the point like, why the fuck does any artist need the label anymore? You get what I'm saying? And if the label gets to the point where they're not needed, they could no longer make money off of the artists. And in this day and age, when you got the internet, in this day and age, when you have social media, in this day and age, when you have new outlets to get your music heard and ways to connect with people online every day, you really don't need the label if you have a step-by-step formula that you can follow to build fans every day. It don't matter if it's a slow build. It doesn't matter as long as your listeners, as long as your fans are organic. In the long run, it's gonna pay off way more than if you just sign a record deal because you want to be famous and 40 years down the line, you realize that you in debt to the record company because you didn't recoup the initial money that they invested into you. And then you end up, your ass is in a vicious cycle where they keep investing money into you and you're not recouping the money, so you keep going more and more into debt. This is what happens to a lot of artists. Most artists are not rich. When I say rich, I'm talking about seeing tens of millions of dollars a year. Most artists, $5 million a year. Most artists ain't experiencing that. Most artists are even mainstream, even famous artists. Most famous artists ain't even experiencing that. So really, as an independent artist, the power is in your hand. The ball is in your court. We got the juice. It's up to us to realize this. It's up to us to unify. It's up to us to come to our senses and realize, yo, we got to stop putting these famous artists on a fucking pedestal because they doing a lot of weird shit behind the scenes. They doing a lot of weirdo shit behind the scenes. And as independent artists, we can control our music. We can control how we brand ourselves. We can control how we market ourselves. We have power of control. The minute you sign that contract, now you just became an employee of the record label. You might be saying, yo, Jadis, man, I'm broke, man. Yo, I'm out here trying to survive on these streets, man. I gotta get signed. That emotion is the exact emotion that they prey upon in the music industry. That feeling of, yo, I just want to get signed. I don't give a fuck how it happens. I just want to get signed. That emotion is exactly what they look for in underground artists, so they could sign your ass to something that next thing you know, you realize that you're more depressed as a famous artist than you were when you was independent. At the end of the day, the label ain't gonna sign you anyway if you don't have a large enough fan base of people talking about you and raving about you. What does that mean? If you need fans in order for a label to even want to sign you, then what does that mean? What's the route to our success? That means that the route to our success is building fans every day. Every artist, mainstream, underground, it don't matter. The main thing that's gonna drive your career and help you to be successful as an artist, whether independent or mainstream, is gonna be fans. It doesn't matter which artist you are. It's gonna be fans. So why not just start building fans? Why hope and pray and wait and beg for a label to sign you, when at the end of the day, the driving force behind your success is gonna be fans. And the beauty of being independent, drop a comment below if you feel what I'm saying, if this makes sense. I hope I'm making sense to you. I hope this is making logical sense. Drop a comment below if it is. Right? I don't give a fuck right now. I don't got a haircut. I'm scruffy right now. I could have been got a haircut. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give it to you raw. Pause. I'm gonna tell it to you like it is. Pause. But yo, what part of this doesn't make sense? 300 to freedom. You already know what it is. If you want to check out my music, just search Jadiscreet on any music streaming platform. That's all you got to do. Search Jadiscreet on any music streaming platform. I would love to hear your feedback. But yeah, look, if you're an independent artist, you got the power. You got the power because you don't need as many fans as a mainstream artist, and you could still make a full-time income off of a much smaller amount of fans. A mainstream artist needs a lot more fans than a independent artist because they have to pay back money to the label. Remember, when the label gives you a loan, when they give you that advance check, whatever money they give you when you sign to that label, that's not free money. That's a budget. That money is budget for you to put into your music videos, your recording time, your engineering, your producers, all that shit. Even your clothes, even some jewelry, whatever you need to do to make yourself look lit. That's what the point of the advance check and the money they invest into you up front. But it's not free money. The record label business, it's a business. So they invest in the money into you so that hopefully later on you sell enough records to pay them back plus more. And then after they make the plus more, then they give you money for you to spend as an artist. Then that's your profit. Then that's money. But you got to recoup the money they put into you initially. It ain't just free money for you to just take and go blow. If you do that, then you in debt. It's still it's the music business. It's the music business. A lot of the music business I don't like. And why don't I like it? I don't like it because I know that there's so many talented independent artists out there who deserve more shine. And they're not getting the shine they deserve because the execs, the labels, all of these peoples who are, they rub shoulders together and they're cool, they're clicked up in the music industry. They purposely want to keep the independent artists out because they don't want the independent artists to reap the benefits that their signed artists are reaping. Because essentially, if you're a signed artist and you having success, they getting money. They happy to work with you. They want you on their team because it's going to make them richer. But now what about if you're an independent artist making millions of dollars? You think they're going to, and they're not making no cut off of that millions of dollars you making per year. You think these execs, you think these labels are going to be happy about that? You think they're going to be happy about that? Hell fucking no. I'm going to tell you the answer right now. They're not going to be happy about that. They want a piece of your pie. I'm trying to tell people that there's a way to do it where you don't have to be signed and you can get your own pie and eat most of your own pie. What the fuck is the point of getting a pizza pie with 8 slices in it, but you could only eat 2 slices and you bought the whole pie? What's the point of that? What the fuck is the point of getting an 8-piece slice pie and you only eating 2 slices and the label gets the rest? What's the point of that? What's the point of that? Yeah, I know they may seem lit, they might sound lit, I know they rich, but really and truly, no matter how rich they getting, they ain't never making what they worth. Even if you a megastar artist, most of that bread that label is making. That's just how it goes. That's the nature of the music business. It's like this, right? Let me explain to you the dark truth about this music industry shit. They invest money into a lot of artists, right? Let's say a lot of artists, let's say a music label signs 50 artists, right? They put $1 million, let's just say, which it doesn't work like this, right? They choose how much they want to put behind each artist, right? It don't work like this, but I'm just saying, let's just say, hypothetically, they signed 50 artists. Each artist they invested $1 million into. That means the label invested and put out $50 million total. Out of those 50 artists, there might only be 5 of them bringing in most of the money. There might only be 5 artists bringing in most of the money. So who you think that label is going to focus on? Do you think the label is going to focus on helping and promoting the other 45 artists? Or do you think they're going to continue to focus on promoting the 5 artists bringing in the most money as long as possible? Which do you think? It's pretty obvious. The label is going to focus on the 5 artists bringing in a bulk of the money. That's how it works. They don't need all of y'all to make a lot of money. They just need a handful of artists to bring a lot of money in, which covers all the other money that they put into the other artists. This is how labels work. This is why you don't be understanding why certain artists is getting whatever they want. They get radio play whenever they want. They get new deals whenever they want. It's because those are the artists bringing in most of the money for the label, or they bending over, getting fucked in the ass or by the execs, the owner. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of dark things going on in the music industry. Do you want to have to deal with those dark things, or would you rather do things the real nigga way? The real nigga way, where you don't gotta do nothing against your morals. You don't gotta sell your soul. You don't gotta do nothing stupid out there in the public to try to get your name out there. You don't gotta go to jail. You don't gotta do, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, there's a better way. There's a better way. There's a better way. There's a better way for us independent artists. There's a better way for us independent artists. $300 to freedom, y'all. Look, I don't know how else to put it to y'all. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. I don't know if it's penetrating. But if you look at the landscape of the industry, you can see what I'm saying is 100% true. If you feel like anything I'm saying is a lie, you could drop a comment below and telling me where I'm lying at, where what I'm saying don't make sense. Yeah, but we gotta move together. We gotta start to stay focused on our power and stop putting mainstream artists on a pedestal. And we gotta build something that we could reap the benefits off of. Fuck the labels. Fuck if they wanna acknowledge us or not. Fuck if they wanna sign us or not. Fuck if they wanna put us on the radio or not. We know we dope. We know we got the talent. We know we got the product. We should do something about that. It's your boy Jadiscreet. You can check out my music on all streaming platforms. All you gotta do is search the name Jadiscreet. I'm gonna see you at the top. Peace.